Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, it's time for Ask Me About Bolivar, a weekly show. And what we've been doing the last couple weeks, actually month or so, is we're highlighting the businesses here on Bolivar Peninsula, letting you know who the owners are, what they have to offer, some of the amenities they have, their location, and more. Today we're at Camp Margaritaville, a Texas-sized RV resort, and we're going to talk to Brad and Min, the owners of this fabulous RV resort that just keeps growing and growing and growing. So listen in. Let's start off by introducing each of you because I want people to know who you are. It's the owners that you see cleaning tables and moving chairs and making sure everyone has a good time out here. So Min, let's start with you and talk about who you are and some of your background.
Yeah. Well, I'm Min Tran. I'm one of the owners out here along with Brad. I grew up in the Houston area all my life. Went to Clear Lake High School and went to Texas A&M University. And I've been in real estate my entire career. And I used to grow up coming to Crystal Beach and Bolivar Peninsula when I was a kid. Came here in high school like everybody else did to have a good time. And so, and now just by happenstance, I moved next door to Brad. We live in Friendswood, and so, yeah, just local boy, born and raised, and have been on the beach, love the beach all my life.
Now running a business here.
Yeah.
Brad, let's talk about you. You've got some ties to Bolivar, and the other side of the pond.
Yeah, very similar story to Min. You know, I grew up in Friendswood all my life. I went to Baylor University and came back to Friendswood. I've been doing real estate development for going on 20 years now. And, you know, Min moved in next door like 3-4 years ago and became great friends and started doing this development together. And he had some experience in the RV business, and I had the real estate development side and construction. And so we just paired up and took off with this great venture. And then Margaritaville came along and asked us to be a part of their franchise, and we accepted, and it's been a great ride.
Let's talk about the meetup real quick. We've done another show on it, but y'all are actually neighbors, and from what I understand, you're sitting in the backyard, and this poof all of a sudden comes up.
Yeah. It was the height of COVID. Men moved in, and new neighbors just hanging out in the backyard, and kind of stuck at home for weeks and months on end. And we came up with this idea, and in a matter of months, we put it on paper and put it under contract and took off with it.
Well, during the pandemic, there's not much to do but spend money and make plans, is there? I've seen this evolve out here, and Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett and all that's known for parties and that, but you really have a family atmosphere out here, and dog friendly too, from the dog park to the playground. Let's talk about a little bit about that and your concept on kids and family out here.
Yeah, kids are very important to us. When Min and I took off to design and develop this, we have young families, and we spend a lot of time as families hanging out with the kids and in the pool and going to different places to just hang out where it's kid friendly. And so when we developed this place, we made it super kid friendly, and we have a family side of the pool, we have an adult side of the pool, we have this restaurant that sits overlooking the whole turf lawn where they do kids games, kids activities all during the week and on the weekends. And we've got goggle ball pits, and we've got a basketball court, and we do this live entertainment, and it's all about everything's centered around the kids. And while we're super adult friendly, we also are very kid friendly, and it's a great mixture of both young families and retired adults that get along all in one atmosphere.
You started off with the RV park and finished up the rest of it as you went along, and now all the amenities are in play that I know of, and the pool is just phenomenal. The cabanas, the live music y'all have for this year is just, you can't find that anywhere else in Southeast Texas. Let's talk about the expansion now. You're established, your winter was good, your restaurant, the food here, I know Chris and I come in and I eat here quite often. Let's talk about the second phase, what you have going on.
Yeah, no, we've been fortunate enough to kind of get our name out, get our feet under ourselves, getting a good name out in the industry. And so we're getting known, not only just within the state. We're one of the top 2 parks, RV resorts in the state. but also across the country. Something that people don't really understand is that 20 to 25% of our people are coming from out of state. And so they've never heard of Crystal Beach, they've never been to Crystal Beach, and so they're coming here because of what we have and the brand name with Margaritaville. So it's pretty exciting. And so based upon our experiences and what we learned, Brad and I put down pen to paper and thought what we wanted to do early on, and we got most of it right, not all of it. And so now we're coming back in with a second phase and just kind of making sure things are put down right for the next phase. So we've got 92 RV sites that we're going to be putting in. They're going to be longer, wider, more luxurious, closer to the beach, and close to the amenities here. So those will be our premium sites. And so we've always kind of had that plan in mind. And then we've also got a 2-story, 10,000 square foot building that we're going to put right over here in the corner of Paradise Park. And that's going to be an incredible building that allows us to handle catering events, corporate events, camping clubs, and RV rallies. And so the next stage for us is to be able to host big groups out here. And so we've already begun taking reservations for that for later this fall. And
y'all have some rallies coming in, don't you?
We do. We've got about 10 booked, and these camping clubs, they come in with 100 to 150 campers. And so
that's great.
It's 200 to 300 people that are coming in, and they're looking for an incredible place to come enjoy it here. And so that's one thing that we didn't have before. And so now we're really focusing on that. So, and we're looking to execute it because we've got the restaurant, and we can handle the food and beverage side of it pretty easily. So, and then just to add on to that, more kid stuff. We're going to build.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So the second story of that building will be a huge arcade, kind of a mini Dave and Buster's, if you will. We'll have a movie room, a birthday party room, a hangout room, ping pong, pool tables, free games like that. So it'll be real kid friendly. So whenever there's concerts going on like we have now, kids can go hang out up there, and parents can hang out and listen to music, and they're in a safe space, right? Because we've got the gates all around the park, which will be nice. And then what's really exciting is we brought on these new fifth wheel campers to rent.
Yeah.
And so right now we've the one thing that we haven't had out here is a place for people to stay. So if people don't have RVs, they always say, hey, we want to come hang out, we want to listen to music, we want to eat, we want to hang at the pool, but we don't want to drive back home.
Yeah.
And so now we've solved that issue by buying 10 fifth wheel campers out here to rent, and they've taken off.
You've got some more coming in too, don't you?
We've got 20 more coming in.
Yeah.
And I still don't think that'll be enough for this summer, because you alluded to it earlier. We've got some incredible music coming up.
Yeah.
Every single weekend this summer. We just decided to go big this year, because we've experienced some success with the music. People appreciate what we're bringing down here, and so it's exciting. It's fun.
Let's talk on the restaurant real quick. There's a lot going on about imported shrimp and imported fish and buy local and buy American. And in the shows, Tori started talking about some of the platters that y'all have. And let me tell you, it's changed since she first opened. The snapper, the shrimp. Tori said something about in one of the shows about locally caught, fresh off the boat from Katie's Seafood. And I can vouch. The other day I'm walking out of here and I see men pull up, and he walks around to the back and he's got 2 coolers with fresh snapper that just came off the boat the day before. You picked it up that morning, probably hadn't been off the boat 24 hours even, if that. And you're bringing it into the restaurant to serve along with shrimp. And so when you come here, if you go to any restaurant, really, ask where they get their shrimp. Is it American caught? Is it locally sourced? Because that's a big thing. And that shows the quality of the food down here. Now, I may not eat a lot of shrimp and fish here, but I love that wrap that y'all have. Fresh cucumbers, tomatoes, smoked turkey, and all that. Chris loves the salads. So, and I've watched y'all's stuff evolve, and it just gets, every time I come out here, it's something different. New faces smiling. The wait staff here, whether you're down at the pool or if you're on the field watching a concert, they're really eager to help people. What do you tell your staff about taking care of people out here?
That's a really important thing to Margaritaville. We are rated every month based on our net promoter score out here, NPS score, and we are constantly receiving scores based on reviews from people and our campers that leave here and based on their experiences while they're here. So every month we have a call with Margaritaville and they talk about this NPS score, and that's what they focus on that every month, whether it's quality of food, quality of service, cleanliness of the buildings, just the overall experience. Are you willing to return, come back for another stay? And that's what Margaritaville really focuses on, and they help us out a bunch. And, we do training, weekly, monthly to help our staff learn how to talk to people and how to deal with problems and, how to get food out more consistently and more fresh and while it's still hot. Right. And, those things are always emphasized in our training and on our calls in Margaritaville, and they've been a great support from that standpoint.
Yeah, let me jump in there real quick on that. And that's probably giving Brad and I too much credit out here. We've got really good people in place, and they care. And so this place doesn't run without the people that we have working here. And so really, some of the you're just born with it, and they just want to help, right? And because we're providing a fantastic vacation experience. People are coming here. I mean, they're spending good money to be here, right? And so we want to provide a beachfront, a resort experience, right? We're not just an RV resort. We're not an RV park. We're really a beachfront resort.
You're talking about people coming down and to come back. I was in here this last weekend, shooting some of your breakfast plates. And they do have a heck of a breakfast on Saturdays and Sundays. And I asked him, we got to talking, him and his wife and I, because they said, you've got the perfect job because you get to take pictures and eat food. And I said, yeah, but trust me, it hurts. And I asked him, how many times have y'all been here? Is this your first trip? And he said, oh, heck no. He said, this is probably 18 or 20 since they've opened. He said, in fact, last year and in fact this week, we're just going to leave the RV down here. I'm going to go back, but my wife may stay an extra day or two, and then we'll come back next weekend. And I've interviewed Sheriff, I believe, down here that they don't come just once a year or once every 6 months. Man, they may come about every month and a half and spend the weekend and then spend their vacation down here. And that's what I've seen down here. You start seeing the same people here on certain holidays and stuff. So, well, thanks for joining us this morning. I know y'all are busy and you've got a fabulous place here. Camp Margaritaville and the original Bolivar Beach Club has been a part of Team Bolivar since they opened. Actually, before they opened, we started talking on what we were going to be able to do together. And we're really excited about being a part of having them as part of Team Bolivar, but also us being able to bring you what Camp Margaritaville has down here. There's not another RV resort anywhere that I know of in the state with the amenities, the quality of the staff, and the location on the beach. So make sure you check them out online. Y'all, thanks for joining us. Until next time, God bless and bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. It was great talking to Brad and Min, and always are. A lot of times when you're out here for a concert, if you're at the restaurant or at the pool, you'll see them walking around, and they're really a hands-on, they are hands-on owners out here. I've watched it evolve from the concept to the opening, and now it's growing. They've got some great live music set up for this year, this summer, this spring, fall, and summer. And so make sure you check them out online at www.campmargaritavillecrystalbeach.com, and make sure you sign up for their newsletter where they send out specials and discounted stays periodically. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and Ask Me About Bolivar from Camp Margaritaville. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.